Yeah, for sure. The revenue last month, it was 176,000, and that was on almost 4,000 orders over the last month. Maybe you will not achieve like these great results in 1 month. Eventually you will get there if you just keep learning. That's really the truth. Like if we started, for example.
Good afternoon.
Yes, hello Thomas. How are
Good
you?
afternoon.
Man, good. And yourself? Hey, we're calling both from Thailand, guys. We're actually pretty close to each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
we are in Rawai at the moment in Phuket.
Hawaii, Phuket. Nice, nice. I'm currently in Samui, man, so we're kind of close. I will see you guys probably soon here, right?
Of course.
For sure. We will visit somewhere next week, maybe week after, then we will come by for sure.
All right, guys. Great that you're here. And, you guys have had some very, very decent months with business. I remember when you guys started, and I saw that you guys were very hungry from the beginning. And I told you guys, like, I really see myself in you guys when I was your guys' age, because you guys begin 20s now, right?
Yeah, we're both 20 still.
Yeah, exactly. So like I really saw like okay, these guys are doing like the exact same thing that I did when I was their age. And I also told you guys if you keep that hungry and keep up this work pace, you are going to see amazing results. And you guys did very insane results, especially the last month. I think like 60 or 70,000 euros in profit. So that's all what we're going to cover today and what we're going to going through. Before we dive into like the money that you guys made, like what did you guys actually do before e-commerce?
Yeah, we were both just working jobs and just going to school, especially school. I just eventually dropped that, to be honest, because I just started to work because I know, like, okay, I have greater goals. I'm just gonna stop that. That doesn't make sense. And what about you? You also dropped school, right?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I did the same as Casper. And so we dropped school, we went working, then we decided to join Business Belts.
Did you guys do any e-commerce before Business Belts?
No.
Yeah, I did some, but mostly it was just building websites. I didn't know about advertising. I do like nothing. I was making some TikToks, right? So that never
Oh
gets
yeah.
anywhere, to be honest. So I tried some things. I had some experience with Shopify, but yeah, nothing real, to be honest.
What was for you guys the reason that you started with Business Belts? Because there's of course a lot of different programs. Do you guys still remember why you guys thought like okay, let's go for this program? Did you compare at all or only Business Belts?
Yeah, of course we compared, and Business Belts looked like the most real one-on-one coaching track, to be honest. Looking around, we saw a lot of coaches, and we just knew like Business Belts is like the right spot to be for us.
Okay.
We knew that from the
Yeah.
start.
Nice.
And what was the reason? I think because you guys are doing good numbers for sure. I love the energy. I like how the mental side as well. I think that's very important because you can teach someone how to do it, but if you're not kept accountable, how are you gonna make it happen, right?
Okay, nice man. So yeah, you guys dropped out of school, then you worked, and then you started with ecom. How did that like when you guys started? Like how long did it took for you guys that you started to make some money? Like, do you still remember how it went?
Yes, for sure. Yeah, the first 6 months, to be honest, we failed a lot because we made a lot of simple mistakes. And after that, it started going. Like now we're doing good for like 6 months already. But the first half year, we messed up a lot of things. And eventually, what we did is we wrote down all of our setbacks and everything that we went through, and we took complete accountability in that, or complete responsibility. Like this happened, this is how we caused it, and we made like a game plan. And from there, we went on, and then it went skyrocket right away.
Nice. Okay, so you guys been doing it for a year now. The first 6 months were with ups and downs, but since the last 6 months, you guys are making like serious money, right?
Indeed, yes.
Yes.
How would you say that the coaching that you get, because I think your guys are on the business side with Mel's, accountability with Rudy, like if you look at the business side with Mel's, yeah, how's that been going? Like what is your experience there? What do you guys think about Mel's, about his approach with ecom?
Yeah, to be honest, Mels is really very knowledgeable. He knows a lot about ecom. He always makes like some small suggestion, and that can change anything. That can change like everything for your business. Like, hey guys, maybe you should like download this app and set it up like this, and suddenly we make like 10K extra profit in a month. Like these small things, and that changes everything for us.
Nice man. Okay. Since 6 months you guys be making money, but the first 6 months you did not make anything at all, or what did that look like?
No, not really.
Not really. Yeah. I think in the beginning The first 6 months we didn't make profit.
We had some
Yeah.
good days, and that's where we learned from. And I think that's important. Like, it's not that we had only bad days at the start, but mostly like we didn't really know a lot. And our coach taught us everything, and we of course did our own research. And eventually, we learned like how to run this business for e-commerce together with our coach.
Amazing, man. And yeah, last month you guys did a record. Like, how much did you guys make last month?
I believe it was 73K profit, and that is gross profit. So there are some small costs involved. Like, we have a small team, to be honest, like 8 team members. So there are still some small costs. I would guess, 60K net, like
At
last
least.
month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a yearly salary from a manager in the Netherlands, and you guys are 20 years old. That's insane,
Yeah.
right? How does that feels to you guys though? Like, do you actually realize like, yo, we made like 60K, like 30K each in a month, or like how do you guys look at it?
Yeah, to be honest, there was we look back, and it was great to see these results, and we are of course very blessed to do those numbers, and then it's good to be happy, but then you're gonna push for the next goal again. So we were for a week we were like pretty glad that we did those results, and now we're pushing for higher numbers again.
And you said that you guys work with 8 team members. And how does that feel? Because like a year ago you didn't run any business. Like a year later you have a business running. You have 8 people working in your company with you guys. You make 60K net profit. Like a lot of things basically happened in a year. You guys are still only 20 years old. And you guys also moved abroad, like your guys are now in Thailand. So there so many things happened. Like yeah, like how does that feel? Like do you actually realize what you're currently doing? Or would you
Yeah, for
just say like
sure.
no, it's just a flow, or
Yeah, for sure. It feels a little bit crazy some days. Like then I'm looking at we have this entire team working for us, and we are moving so fast together with them, to be honest, because we have straight A players on our team. It's like right now we have 10 team members. Yeah, they're doing so good, and we're moving so fast. Let's say if we get like sick for a day, it doesn't really happen, to be honest. But if that would happen, then the team got it, to be honest, already with
yeah,
such a small team. And indeed, it feels
nice.
crazy to do these things with an entire team working for you, doing it all from Thailand. That's also one of our goals when we started. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bit crazy sometimes. That's true.
You know, like people were, for example, stuck, let's say in the Netherlands, let's say Netherlands because we're from there, we all from there, right? They're stuck at an office and then they see something like this and then they're like, oh, it's not true. Or like, but deep down they say like, oh, I wish I made 5K a month or 10K a month and then I could do, like, I could also live there, for example. But like now, if I will tell you guys, yeah, you can make 5 to 10K profit a month with ecom, you'd be like, bro, 10K is shit, man. Like, I don't want to make 10K a month. That's nothing. I know it as well. It's nothing for ecom because this is e-commerce. This is not a digital nomad thing where you can, with all the respect, where you make 5K a month as a freelance or whatever. Like, it's actually really like that, right? So I feel like the more you actually see yourself that how fast things are going, what you guys have seen in a year, the bigger you're also going to think. Like, how do you guys feel the same?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, actually, I have a good example because 2 months ago, 3 months ago, we shared our first 1K profit day. And like 2 weeks back already, that's like 2 months later, the performance really dropped. And we dropped to like a 1.2K profit day. And that was like terrible already, right? Well, three
Yeah,
months back, we did the first 1K profit day. It was a big win. And now it was actually a terrible day. So yeah, those things can
yeah,
move fast. That's true.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's exciting to see what's going to happen for you guys for the coming months, of course. Also take into consideration like it remains ecom, things can always happen, so you also don't want to scale too fast. Just focus on simplicity. Like simplicity is the most important thing. Don't overcomplicate things because you guys were already able to make 60K a month. You can double that probably if you stick to the same processes and also probably with the same team. It's just a matter of time and more output of stronger creatives, stronger marketing, and then eventually you can just scale the budgets.
Yeah, for sure. That's true. And actually, we're entering our second store for the first time. We did this all in one store. So we really scaled hard with one store. But I think with the
Yeah.
second store, we can already do way crazier numbers with the same
Yeah.
system.
And could you guys maybe show like some results? Maybe you can share your screen, and because I'm wondering like the previous month was that profit month, so you could maybe show that, and then the month before that profit month, and then this month, like compare a bit and see like how it's going. Would that be possible?
Yeah, for sure. The revenue last month, it was 176,000, so 176,000
Yeah.
euros. And that was on almost 4,000 orders over the last month with an
Yeah.
AOV of almost 50. So for what we are doing for our niche, that's actually great, I believe, like almost 50. So yeah, that's for the last month of September.
Great. And how so you guys focus on like higher AOV. Like what did you guys, for example, implemented to go to an AOV of 50?
Yeah, for sure. There are some things that we ourselves already implemented, like bundles, up to a lot of quantities, like 5 pieces, 3 pieces, a lot of 3 pieces as well.
And we also did something with the upsells. So in the beginning, we're doing sometimes 2 or maybe 3 upsells in one order.
And that's because of Mels. Mels helped
Okay.
with the upsells. That definitely increased our AOV with like 4 or 5 euros, and we were already doing good.
Yeah, that really helps our AOV. Yeah, in the beginning, I think it was 41 euros or 42. For this month, it's all actually the same as last month. So it increases at least I think at least 6 euros per order. So for example, when you have more than 3,000 orders, almost 4,000, if you multiply that by 6, that's pure profit.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. So that is like now you guys at 50 AOV, like exactly around 50 euros.
Yeah. And last month we can also check. I would say it's lower for sure. I don't think it's as low as 41, but we can check that out. Because
Last month,
this was for September. Yeah, and
okay.
around the middle of August, we started working with Mel, so it already increased the AOV. As you can see here, it increased like 2%. I believe that it was around 43 before we started with Mel's, and now it's 47, 48 some days. So it definitely increased a lot.
Nice. Okay, sounds good. So that revenue was around, what do I see? 100? No?
Yeah,
Almost
88?
almost an 100K in revenue.
Okay. So you grew with like 70% the month after, right?
yeah, indeed. And the profit more than doubled because in August we did 30K profit, and September we did like 70, 78, 73 like net. Sorry, gross
Yeah,
profit.
So you-
store profit.
Yeah,
So like 100,000 euros, like six-figure gross profit in the last 2 months, in August and September.
yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really insane, guys. More than 100,000 euros profit.
And
Gross profit. But still, like what is the net? What is the net of that, you think? 80 maybe? 70?
Yeah, I would say 70 because we have a pretty small team and we have some subscriptions, of course, but it's not a lot to be honest. Like most of our profit is actually profit.
Yeah, great. And what about this month? What are you guys looking at so far? How is it going compared to the last month? Still in an uptrend, or is it the same, or is it a downtrend?
It's definitely not a downtrend, but we had some issues with an ad account, so we are a little bit down, like 10% lower than what we did last month at this time. But together with the team, we already have some great plans to increase that and skyrocket past the past levels of past month.
we still have
You're already at
we still have
1,100 orders this month?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And the AOV increased
What did you
again.
wanted to say?
the AOV is this month it increased again. Yeah, as you can see now it's 2 euros more, 1 euro more than last month. Yeah, now it's almost 50 euros. And this month we still have something like that 20 days left. So I'm pretty sure we will do this month more profit than last month. So our goal is to hit at least 100K euros in store profit this month.
You guys confident that you're going to achieve it, the 100K?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
I know for sure that we can do that. We already hit like 4K profit days before, and we have a very clear idea how to do that consistently. Like now we're doing 2.5K profit consistently, maybe 3, something like that. But I know for sure that we can increase that.
Definitely.
Sounds good, guys. Perfect. Okay. Thanks for sharing this, man. Really helpful. For the people that are watching this, like, what would you recommend to them? Maybe they're still considering, like, should I actually start, or like, what would you say?
Yeah, to be honest, just start, because if you start learning now, maybe you will not achieve like these great results in 1 month, but eventually you will get there if you just keep learning. That's really the truth. Like if we started, for example, 2 months earlier, just imagine the numbers that we would be doing now. We would already be way crazier numbers because the momentum is exponential. To be honest, if you really catch momentum, you can make that exponential. So I would advise to start like early. Like don't think about that for too long.
And it's also never too late, because when I started with ecom 5, 6 years ago, I also thought like, oh, am I too late? Is it not like that too much competition? Maybe the blue ocean is gone, but look what your guys doing. You started in 2024, and now it's 2025, and you make a lot of money, and it's only gonna be more.
Yeah, for sure. When we were researching actually to start ecom, like you see everywhere, like ecom is dead, you can't do this anymore. You had to start earlier, and we still did it. And to be honest,
Yeah,
how can it be dead if other people are still doing good numbers? How can you not achieve that as well? That's what we thought, and it's true. Like it's not that ecom doesn't work; that can't happen. To be honest.
for sure. Yeah, it's a growing market as well. I mean, you guys see it yourself. If you show that consistency, you have the right team around you, and once you have that momentum and you're in an uptrend, then you can really, really scale, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely a good advice because if you get momentum, that's priceless, right? You need to do everything to continue that momentum, to push it through. That's what we also did over the past 3 months, especially because we noticed like, okay, we have good momentum. Let's push it through. Like, let's really, really push our store now because now we really, I think momentum is basically everything.
Amazing. Sounds good, guys. Thanks for sharing this, man. I really appreciate it. I hope that this also helped for the people that are watching. I'm seeing you guys also soon in Samui, right?
Yeah,
Of
for
course,
sure.
of course, yeah.
We're gonna celebrate that win together.
Yeah, we will, we will. Yeah, we will be there in I think 1 or 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
Then we're coming to
Yeah,
Samui.
nice. And are you guys planning to stay in Thailand for a longer time, or like are you guys going planning to go back to the Netherlands at all, or?
Well, for now, we're planning to stay until December, until Christmas, because
Yeah,
yeah, we have to go back in for Christmas, and after Christmas, I think we will come back to Thailand.
amazing,
Yeah.
guys.
First,
Sounds good. Sounds good.
First, if we're flying to that direction, we also go by Sweden, of course. As you know, we like the Swedish country a lot. First, we pass by Sweden then.
Why Sweden? Like, what? Why are you guys interested in Sweden?
Yeah, to be honest, there are multiple reasons. Some I can't say on this call, but it's a nice country. It's peaceful. It's fun people. We like Sweden more than
You
Netherlands
like Swedish women, right?
as well. That's one of the reasons for sure.
Maybe you can find a Swedish woman here in Samui, build a setup like what we have here, and then double your profits, and then it's a win-win.
Exactly, exactly. That should be the the best situation. But yeah,
All right, guys. Sounds good. Thank you very much. We stay in touch, yeah?
For
yes,
sure.
Of course, via the community and via the red belt calls. Oh yeah, how do you guys like the red belt calls though? Like those weekly ones?
Yeah, that's a good question. We actually learned a lot from the red belts. I think it's a lot of like-minded people because to get to this level, you have to be really like hardworking, and I think everyone in red belts is on the same level with that. So it's nice to meet these people in these calls and really talk with them, what they went through, how long they've been doing things, how they run their business. It's always fun to talk with them and very helpful as well.
And the accountability from Rudy, of course. Like that's also helpful to you guys.
Accountability. It really helps you to push through. Actually, our accountability coach, he pushed us back to the gym because we were out of there for 6 months because we're just grinding. To be honest, on the long run, it's better to grind the entire day and then still go to the gym. We would just grind the entire day, and
For sure.
with that extra time, we would also still grind. But to be honest, it's better to kind of balance that with the gym as well. And that's what Rudy, our accountability coach, pushed us through.
All right, sounds amazing, guys. Back to the gym, back to making decent profits. I see you guys at the red belt call in 2 hours. Oh, Mel's is hosting it today, by the way. But still, make sure that you join the call, and we stay in touch. Yeah. Have a nice day.
For sure, have a
yes.
nice day.
First, it was
Ciao.
have a nice day. Ciao.